Wednesday Night Baseball on the show. It's the New York Yankees going up against the Kansas City Royals. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shelby. Man, Singy, he was on a whole different level in his last game. What an effort.
Yeah, but he had that look in his eye from the jump. Really had the hitters guessing all day. So much confidence on the mound, and the stats back it up.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And on the mound for Kansas City in this one, number 38. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
This guy's pitched in several different roles. He's started, he's done long relief. It'll be interesting today to see how they use him. I think you have to go hitter to hitter, inning to inning. And if he's having success, you let him go as long as he possibly can.
All right, ready to get underway. Tony Gwynn stepping in now for the Yankees. And with that, we're underway in Kansas City. That one ripped, but foul. Here's a 1-1. In the air, left field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Got him looking. One out in the top of the first. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. Of course, one of the best players in the game today, Lou Gehrig.
We are watching one of the greatest hitters that has ever lived. You're talking about a career OPS over 1,000. Think of the other names in the conversation with this guy. Rogers Hornsby, Lou Gehrig, Jimmy Fox, Ted Williams, Babe Ruth. Just amazing.
Top of the first, just getting started here in Kansas City. And a foul ball. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. The 1-2. On a line, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting third, the designated hitter.
And next for New York, Babe Ruth. 8th in RBIs in the American League right now. Man at first, one away. Runner on the go. Hit in the air, center field. Scott settles underneath it. 2 down.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Lou Gehrig.
Way high there. Ball walk. Williams, the runner at first with 2 gone. On the ground to the left. Brett fires over to first, and that is the inning. The Royals are ready to go for the last half of the inning. Getting the nod in this one, Whitey Ford. What do you have on him, Singy?
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
Isaac Collins, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. That one the other way. Climbs the ladder and makes the catch. Okay, let's check out the lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Bobby Witt Jr. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball and really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. It's hard to tell if he was fooled or if he...
Play made, that ends the inning. On now to the top half of inning number 2. And stepping in for the Yankees, Mickey Mantle. That one fouled off. Mantle, a former Gold Glove winner, more than 1,500 runs batted in his career. Let's remember a major part of his resume are those 3 MVP awards. That's a hit. And a man aboard.
Everything came together for him. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Oh.
And a foul ball. Next pitch misses. Ball 1.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. And there's one away. Derek Jeter will hit next.
Nope. Ball 1.
Mantle stands at first with 1 out. Lifted in the air down the left side, and it's a foul ball. Up the middle. Off balance speed. There's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Runner on the move. Strike in there. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Man at second.
No.
Close one. Doesn't get the call. And the count 2-1. Looked like a strike to me. And here comes the challenge. So the call stands. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. The 2-1.
No, that's a ball.
Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. Safe at third, moves up on the pass ball. The Yanks looking to strike first here at the top of the second. Outside corner, there's a strike. Laser to the gap, should score the run. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Paul Molitor in the box now. Takes strike one.
Oh.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. Throw to
He's
third.
in there. He's safe.
I think he surprised everyone in the ballpark, and especially the pitcher. It wasn't a great lead there, but when he took off, I think he caught him off guard. Nice job to get to third.
Oh.
Got him looking for the strikeout. They limit the damage here. 1 run. Bottom of the inning. Now will be the cleanup hitter for the Royals, Elias Diaz.
No, that's a ball.
That one outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching, but you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down, so we'll see how it goes in this one.
Center fielder, Victor Scott, the second.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Here's the 0-2. Ball 1
That's
there.
the ball.
That one missed. Left field. And it stays fair. Here's Starling Marte. Step off, throw to first. Scott back easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch. Not what he's looking for there, the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Step off, throw to first. Scott back in standing. And that's the second disengagement now. Tap foul at the plate. The 0-2.
Ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Runner takes off. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. That one just misses. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Payoff pitch. Runner goes again. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And ball
That's
four,
off the corner. Take it back.
When you go that deep into a bat, the hitter usually comes out on top. Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Step off, throw to first, and he's back in easily. Runners at first and second with one gone. Bottom half of inning number 2. Way inside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Two on, one out. That one's in there. That's strike one.
Yeah, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
Lane Thomas on deck for the Royals. And now load the bases.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
Here's Lane Thomas. Swings through that one for strike one. Laboring here, about to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Hit, one run in already. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded and still only one left. Fouls away the first offering. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there. And a foul ball.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about.
In the air to left center. Mantle gets under it. He's got it. Runner tags for home. In to score from third. And a 2-1 ball game now. Here's the left fielder, Isaac Collins. He's 0 for 1.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
Two on, 2 outs. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. That's That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. That's way outside. 2-2. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Good job at damage control. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. And a good start to the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Oh,
Just
that's
missed.
inside.
Runner on the go. There's
Ball,
the ball.
inside.
Throw to second, on a bounce, safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position. This one smoked on its way out of here. He circles the bases, his 11th of the year, and the Yankees have the lead. It's 3-2.
His plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. He got on plane with that high fastball, but look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
Babe Ruth digs in now. Fly to center his first time.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
Fought off foul. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. On the ground, right side. Newman to first in time. 1 away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer.
That's the ball.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
2 runs across in the inning here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
That's the ball.
And they'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Fights it off, he'll see another. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. 3-2 now.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
And he walked him. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Mickey Mantle stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that's in for a strike. First signs of bullpen movement here in the early going. Steven Cruz getting loose out there. Detmers also throwing. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
The 0-2. And that just misses. Garrett leads off first with one away. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. That one lifted to left. Collins should have this one. And he makes the catch. Throw sails over his head at first.
Up next for the Yankees, catcher Jorge Posada.
Well, a 95 missed up top, and that's ball one. On the ground at first. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the Yankees. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now a 3-2 ball game.
Back in the fall, I'm ready for real. We really the squad. We really the ones. Count on it. Look at
Back here in Kansas City, well, Singy, he came in fresh off an outstanding outing, but today hasn't been easy.
Yeah, he's been grinding it out so far, Boog, but still a ways to go in this one. Well, these Royals doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
That's out to center field. And there's 2 down.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
And now it's Elias Diaz. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And that drops in for a strike. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now, doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Royals go down 1-2-3. They trail it 3-2. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, start of the 4th, Derek Jeter stepping in now for the Yankees. This is a guy that they are counting on to deliver, and early on this season, it's been a struggle. That one in there across the letters. Bottom line, his resume says he's a good hitter, just has not gotten off to a very good start. And you got to figure regress to the mean, water finds its level, all those sayings, that he will end up having a good year. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball there. Backed off the plate that time. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. This one smashed down the right field line. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night.
New arm out of the bullpen, Steven Cruz.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Next to hit,
That's a way.
just off the outside edge. Morgan at first, one gone. Runner on the go, pitching for a strike. Throw
Safe, he's
there.
in.
Safe. And that makes it 30 stolen bases for him this season. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Man at second. And that is out of play. Runner on the go again. Line drive, and that's a base hit out of the left center field. Morgan comes in to score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
It's a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything. Really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Ball misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Late on that fastball.
I guess you... that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
That one to first, and foul ball. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
One out, and a runner at second, top half of inning number 4. Ring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout. Now it's the right fielder, Bernie Williams.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at-bat.
In there at the knees. It's 0-1.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at-bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ballgame.
Line drive, that's a base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
the ball.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Boom. That's cheddar, baby.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. This one in the air center field. Scott under it. And that is that. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Yankees 5 and the Royals 2. You're watching Kansas City Royals baseball on the show. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. Next offering is fouled back. Oh, 0-2 now. Got him swinging.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
Foul ball. Yankees up by 3. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next one misses, and that is ball 1.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Two down, bases empty. Digging in, Blake Mitchell worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Inside,
that's off the plate.
and it's 1-0.
Huh.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. Nothing doing for the Royals. They trail at 5-2. Reed Detmers takes over on the mound.
Well, at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away. The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
That's ripped into the outfield. And there's one down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Well, Mantle in the box with one away as he takes ball one. And that one fouled off. Detmers in his 5th season, 26 years old, a former first-round pick in 2020. Grounds one to short. Witt. And the first 2 set down to the top of the 5th.
Up next for the Yankees, catcher Jorge Posada.
Ball one.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. That's in there. Strike one. And misses inside. There's the strike of the knees. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball. Brett fires over to first. That ends the inning. Down in order go the Yankees. And it remains 5-2. Back here in Kansas City, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Lane Thomas steps in for the Royals. And there's a foul ball.
Well, these Royals, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
On the inside corner for a strike.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
On the ground. Morgan on to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind it with another ground ball. Good execution. Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The 1-0.
Ball. Yeah.
The Yankees leading by 3, last half of inning number 5. And that's downstairs. 3-1 now. Line drive, knocks it down. Handles, throws to first. Quick recovery from the misplay, pays off for the out.
Up next for the Royals, left.
So the Royals batting order turns over. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Isaac Collins. Collins thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Barely a hair out of his zone, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge.
Ball.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. A little out front there as he swings through it. And it remains 2-2. Oh, look at the stop. Nicely done for the out. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. Derek Jeter stepping in now for the Yankees.
That's out
The
the corner.
Yankees with some action in their pen. Billy Wagner, the lefty with big swing and miss stuff, is getting ready. Duran warming up as well. In the air to left center. One down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
No,
His stolen
that's a
base
ball.
numbers this season are good enough to put him top 5 in baseball, Siggy. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a ball and 2 strikes. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Molitor in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Morgan, the base runner at first with 1 out. Morgan on the move. They pitch out. Safe at second with a stolen base.
Well, I'm sure they're pretty frustrated. They guessed right on the pitch out. The throw was okay, but they still couldn't cut him down. Aside from a bad jump, they stood no chance at catching him right there.
And a big swing and a miss. Ground ball right side. Newman slinging it to first in time. Tony Gwynn now at the plate. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. Now a pop-up on the infield. Brett. And that is that. 1 left for the Yankees. back here at Kauffman Stadium. Well, we go bottom 6. George Brett steps in for the Royals.
Ball, outside.
He was late there, strike 1. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
1-2 now. That's to third. Molitor tosses across to first, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Hard hit, right side. Garrett steps on the bag, and there's 2 away. Here's Elias Diaz. Right through there for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And they have their first hit since the 2nd inning.
Up next for the
Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And first offering is fouled off.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. It's the Yankees 5 and the Royals 2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, John Schreiber.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
And it's through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Yankees.
Stepping in, Babe Ruth. 0 for 3 in this one. That one misses. Ball 1. On the ground, right side, but it kicks foul. Here's a 1-1.
Ball, inside.
Williams gets his lead at first, nobody out. And a foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Williams headed for the plate. And they're up by 4.
Picks himself up an RBI. Loud contact, leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and the lead is up to 5.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And the Royals manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. John Schreiber out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. A new arm into the game, the righty, Nick Mears.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Mantle stands in now and watches strike 1. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Whip for 1. Over to first. Safe.
That's the ball.
Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. Lucas Ursig up and throwing. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
No, that's a ball.
That's a laser base hit. Lead runner around second. The throw in. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Up next for the Yankees, shortstop Derek.
Runners at the corners here. 1 away. Derek Jeter getting ready to hit. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Hard hit, base hit. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single. It's a 2.
Comes through with the RBI. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the ball straight to it. That's great work right there.
Two on, 1 out. That one in the dirt and gets away. But all the runners hold. Falling behind 2-1.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
And he takes a strike. Still only 1 out here in the inning. In the air, right field. Thomas under it. and there's 2 down.
Now batting third baseman.
Paul Molitor will hit next.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Collins under it. And that is that. They strike for 3.
Now pushing forward.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Juan Duran.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters. No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Don't see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Pitch misses there. Ball 1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
The Yanks up big in this one. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Thomas in the box again, takes a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Set down on strikes. And he strikes out the side of the 7th. Back here in Kansas City, they put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, when it team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. Ground ball up the middle. Newman to first in time. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the eighth.
Bernie Williams.
The Yankees up big in this one, and we're in the top of the eighth.
Oh!
Mears, 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Here's a 1-1. And there's a ball. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
That misses, and the count is filled up. Payoff pitch. Fair ball. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
And the batter now, Babe Ruth.
Strike! Woo!
The 0-1.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. No challenges left for them now. Curveball drops in for a strike.
They must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
And that's a little high. That's inside. Williams, the runner at first with one gone to the inning. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. 2 down. Here comes the skipper, and they hand the ball over to a new arm, Lucas Erceg.
He's averaging more than one hit allowed per inning. This season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
That's the ball.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable, and that location will definitely do it. 2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side, or the fans better look out in the stands.
That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Oh, it's a really good pass to the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way, just let it travel a hair more.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Laser could be trouble. Williams around third. Now a relay to the plate. He's safe. And it's 9-2.
Well done. Drives in the run. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So 2 down. Mickey Mantle, the next to hit.
That's the ball.
And the 1-0. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a pop-up. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. Man on second, 2 down. Misses inside, and the count is even, 2-2. This one in the air, center field. Scott under it. And that is that. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody gets tackled. They always get hurt.
No, it's just imagine running around in those big bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Number 10, Phil Rizzuto.
Gets him to chase after that one. Do you remember when Tim Kirkchin ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, they used one of the kid-sized ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. That one gets down for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate.
And here comes the Yankees manager. New pitcher for the Yankees, Zach Britton.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Here comes the 0-1. Just a slow ground ball this time. Oh, a great flip. There's 1 and 2. What a play. Bases empty after the double play. George Brett steps in for the Royals. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
Yes.
2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. The next offering misses. And now it's even 1-1. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Two down, nobody on. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Royals bats are quiet there. They're down 7. It's 9-2. Pitcher now, Carlos Estevez.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers in their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Foul ball there. Swings through that. Estevez, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And the 0-2. Up the middle. Witt over to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Bullpen action for the Royals. Matt Strom, the closer of the staff, is throwing.
Hey!
And a 1-1. Hit on the ground to short. Over to first.
You're out of there.
Fine play in the hole for the out.
Well, he's one of the best shortstops in the sport, no doubt about it. And he put his skills on display once again right there. Great stop on the backhand, but it was the transfer and throw for me that really stood out. With the speed going down the line, there's no way he gets the out any other way. That was impressive.
Two down, nobody on. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
He's getting the to the ball. It's just got to work on that timing a little bit.
0-2 now.
That's the ball.
Good job to fight that one off. Two now. Taps softly to the right side. Fires over the first. And that's the 3rd out. Back here at Kauffman Stadium. Bottom 9. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. And that's a little bit high. And that is ball 1. That one fouled off. The 1-1. Way out front for strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
On the ground to third. And it goes just foul. The 1-2. Ground ball right side. A sliding stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Up next, for the Royals, catcher, Diaz.
Just missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Inside, almost got him. One down, base is empty here in the 9th. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Stays alive. That missed by a lot. Ball 3. The Royals with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9. Swings through it for the K. Royals down to their final out. Victor Scott digs in now. 1 for 3. Here comes the manager out of the...
For the Yankees, number 56, Darren O'Day.
First pitch misses. In the air, right field. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees win the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Offensive explosion today.